I'm Kråkan, also known as Chorus Cornix, and welcome to Closet Movie Rambles, where I talk about old movies that I found in my closet while reading. This week's movie is Jaws from 1975, and it's about 2 hours and 3 minutes long. And it starts with an intro credit sequence with some menacing music, and then cutting to a beach where some teens are, spending time with a campfire, drinking beer, smoking weed. And then two of them decides to go skinny dipping, and when the guy is so drunk that he passes out on the beach, and the girl swims out and she gets dragged down beneath the surface. And then the next day, the police chief Brody gets a call to investigate the whole thing. He goes down to the beach and he finds the girl's body. And he wants to close down the beach because he realized it's a shark attack, but, he goes down to the store to get some materials to make some signs to put up, but the mayor is not happy about it because this collides with the 4th of July celebration. It's a thing with lots of tourists coming in. It generates a lot of money for the town. So what happens is sometime later a kid gets on the beach, gets dragged down onto the surface, and he gets bitten. There's blood everywhere. It's very graphical, and now Brody definitely wants to close down the beach. So a guy named Quill offers to take down the big shark for a lot of cash, but of course it's not happening because he's demanding a lot. And then sometime later at night, there is two guys trying to catch this big shark, but the shark named Jaws obviously grabs the fishing line or whatever and drags one of the guys down into the water, destroys the docks, and almost kills one of them. So the next day, more or less, the whole town is out looking for this shark, and meanwhile this guy called Hooper, which is a shark expert, he goes to look at the first body and he says it's a huge shark. Him and Brody goes to investigate it. And then the townspeople manage to catch a shark, but it's obviously not the one, it's a smaller one. But Brody and Hooper goes to cut it up and they find a license plate inside, which I thought was kind of funny. And then they decide to go out on the open water in the fog in the middle of the night to go and look and investigate. So they ran into this boat that is been sunk, I guess. Probably the wrong phrasing, but Hooper goes down and he finds a dead body inside, and he finds a shark tooth. And the mayor, even though they provide evidence and so on, the mayor is not going to, close the beach and everything. He's just being very stubborn. So later there's like a prank where some kids dress up as a shark. They have like this shark fin and they swim across shore. And then, it's a prank, but then the real shark, Jaws, obviously arrives and he kills a guy, and there's a lot of blood. And then they decide to hire the shark hunter, Quill. So Quill, Brody, and Hopper goes on Quill's boat, and they basically go out on open water and manage to hook the big shark, Jaws. So they follow the barrels that are attached to the shark for a while, and then it disappears, and then obviously the shark attacks the boats, and they repair it, and they manage to hook the shark yet again with some more barrels. I don't know why they persist with this, because it didn't work the first time. So the boat almost get dragged down underneath the water and everything. And the idea is that they will try to drag the shark into shallow waters because it's easier, and Hopper gets the brilliant idea of assembling the shark tank to get down there and basically tranquilize the shark. It obviously doesn't go well, and Jaws kind of breaks the cage, and Hopper managed to get to safety, swims to safety. Meanwhile, this is happening. The captain, Quill, is being grabbed and kind of dragged down into the mouth of the shark, which is kind of brutal. He had a story, Quill, where he talked about he was basically in the Navy, and something bad happened. There were a lot of sharks killing off his mates and whatnot, and he managed to, or unfortunately, gets the same fate. He gets chopped up in the middle and dragged down. So now Brody's all alone on the boat, which is sinking, by the way. So he climbs up on the mast with his gun, and he managed to shoot an oxygen tank, which is in the mouth of Jaws, which explodes the shark outright, which was kind of cool. And then Hopper and Brody swims to safety, and that's pretty much the end of the movie. So what do I think about Jaws from 1975? It's a good movie. This is obviously the Blu-ray restoration project where they took the negative and they restored it to 4K, full-blown high-end resolutions, and they went back. So everything in this film sounds better than the original, looks better, and they even did some color gradings, because in some of the boat scenes they will actually mismatch shots, and they managed to fix it with some great color grading. And I mean, this was great. I haven't seen this movie fully in a long while. I didn't see it a lot as a kid because obviously it's a scary movie and I don't like deep waters. But it's, it's one of those movies that you kind of have to see, even though it's a little bit like corny and people make bad decisions. But it's just like zombie movies. There's gonna be someone that always are going to be against the characters. In this phase, it was like the mayor and everything, just wanting to earn more money, not caring about human lives, but just money. But I can definitely recommend this movie, not the original, but the Blu-ray remake, obviously. So, anyway, thanks for listening and or watching, and take care.